Bonk! Hey, welcome back to Overlord Arcade. I'm Ben. With me
And I'm
today
Nanie.
is... Yeah, this is Nanie! There's two Overlords in the house now. And man, we're gonna take a look at like one of my favorite games ever. We're gonna play Megaman Legends.
Here we go!
Right? That's
Here
what I'm talking
we
about,
go.
Megaman.
Megaman.
And out of like everybody I know, and Nanie is the Megaman guy.
I definitely know like a wealth of useless Snapple facts about Mega Man.
Those are the best kind of Megaman facts. Those are mega facts, if you will.
Like, did you know? Probably countless civilians died in the crossfire. It's like, did you know? They certainly died by the end of it all.
I forget, aren't you the one who also knew that the name of the town from, like, Mega Man? Like, the city they live in?
That was some weird obscure thing I learned because I was listening to the Megas and I heard them say Monsteropolis and I was like, the hell is Monsteropolis? And I looked and it was mentioned in like Mega Man 2's manual that this location is Monsteropolis that you're playing in. Not this one for this game, you know, but yeah. Apparently there's just a Monsteropolis, I guess, Japan. Although I think in Mega Man 8 you were in America. You just lived there.
Everybody just immigrates. They're like, man, I'm tired of all the monsters around here.
Yeah, it's just like walk outside and you just have kaiju battles. It's trying to get milk from the store and got to worry about a Godzilla.
Friggin' Ghidorah over there, and that's why we can't go to the park anymore. Oh, jeez. Speaking of monsters, this place is being a real son of a gun.
Yep. Face slide.
You know, it'd be really funny if he had his helmet in the beginning, and that's how he lost it. Was he just went for an Indiana Jones joke and didn't have the time to grab it?
That would be great.
Here we go!
Like, Mega Man, what happened to your helmet? Look, I went to do something cool. It didn't pan out. What do you want from me?
On another note, running really fast and then sliding a few feet on his face, that's probably a good inspiration to have one.
Yeah, that definitely seems pretty dangerous.
Wait a second.
I have no choice but to wait, Roll.
I see a Reaver bot around there somewhere. Can you see it?
Thanks, Dora.
It looks like a
Do
small
you
one.
see the Reaver bot?
You should be able to take it down with
Where? Be in!
Oh no. Oh no, it defaults to yes on the
Oh, it
on the
sure
little
does.
tutorials.
So you know it's good.
Yup.
Also, I'll let you know right now, I am going to be taking advantage of that Mega Man Legends stutter step move.
Yeah, you gotta, man. I mean, you don't have to, but I mean,
No,
you
the game
gotta.
is perfectly playable without it, but once you know about it, you gotta be like, hop, 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 hop.
Right? This is like all of the upgrades that enhance speed. You just smile and just attach raw power.
Oh, totally. I remember, yeah, all of the,
door nearby?
God, yes, I can see a door. Vomitos! Or not. Yeah, the rapid up. It's like, that's nice. That's a cute idea. Okay, there's nothing down here. That's money, I guess. And now I also want to try to remember, it's been a minute, what is the, oh, there we go, side jump.
You know, now that I'm looking at it, it is, I mean, I know this is an older game and all, but it really does seem like they kind of designed him in a way to where he almost still looks pixelated.
A little bit, yeah. I like, one of my favorite things about it is I love that they just did not use, they didn't use any, like, pre-rendered graphics for this. They pulled, like, a Metal Gear Solid and did it all in engine. So at any point, if there's a cinematic, it doesn't feel, like, jarring. Oh, there was nothing over here.
Oh yeah, it's just naturally part of the environment.
That's some good stuff. I love games that, I love PS1 games that did that. Wait, what? Hold on. I thought there was somewhere around here there was like a chest that had a Buster part in it. Am I just crazy? There's not even like a hole in the wall?
I don't know. I kind of remember that dead end being a dead end. But then again, I haven't touched this game in well over a decade.
Oh, that's
So my
weird.
memory can't really be relied on stuff like that.
Do you see a door?
Maybe that was just a huge waste of time. Oh well, whatever.
It's not far.
It's never a waste of time to get $5 whole.
$5 is $5. It's interesting to think that your currency in this game is straight up power, just energy source.
Yeah, you're collecting Duracell batteries, basically.
Which I guess would have a significantly higher value in this world.
In a world where everybody's like part robot.
Yeah.
Also, so refresh my memory again, I forget. This takes place at the very end of the Mega Man timeline, right? Not the beginning?
Yeah, this is like a crazy distance into the future. I think that there was a way to see about how long, but I don't remember. It's definitely way, you're looking at like the result of maybe 2,000 or 3,000 years, I think, but I don't remember.
Yeah,
but,
it was some weird like the Wily Robo-Enza virus caused like a cataclysmic world-ending thing. So everybody was like, "All right, I guess we're gonna rebuild from scratch. Let's make
it
carbon
actually wasn't
units."
even the Robo-Enza thing. It from what I understand, that was a completely different thing. And keep in mind, the original guy who made this, he likes to write his story in kind of charades, except for the fact that this one had a lot of story in it. But it was like it was seemingly detached. In the original Wily Wars saga, he had Wily was starting to work on Zero, and he's just like, "Oh, Zero's gonna cut up that Mega Man good, cause I'm bored." And
everybody says I can't build a robot. I'm gonna show them a thing or two.
Right? He's like, I don't care how many tens of civilians die in the crossfire.
How many tens? He's got very low. He's got low life goals. I'm gonna do tens of lives of damages.
Yeah, if he thought it was gonna be hundreds of thousands or millions or billions, he probably wouldn't have done it. But he probably thought that he was good enough to just do. My guess there. I kind of get the idea that freaking Mr. Wily there is like he's batty insane and shit, but he's also portrayed as someone who's like somewhat humanitarian in a weird way. Like he does like at the very least in a lot of different
like he
comics,
believes he's doing the best. Like it's a little bit less like he's believing he's doing the best so much as he's believing he's doing
what is good for everybody else. And what is good for everybody else is right now also making sure that his rival is defeated because he's a plagiarist, which is true.
Wily wakes up in the morning, time to do God's work.
He slips off his skull pajamas into a straight up evil villain suit and sits on a throne in a skull fortress. Let's go and change the world.
All right, this is how a philanthropist dresses.
Right? But anyway, it was Zero's upgrade. Zero had an upgrade that was intended to kick in when he was activated. But from what I understand, at one point Zero came online, went nuts, and tried to murder him. And so he was like, and like disabled him, put him in a pod. And he's like, all right, cool. I'm going to wake you up way later after you've had a sleep and reconfigured you and shit.
After
so
you've
he
had
injected
a Snickers.
He injected that virus into him. But it was an upgrade, but it was meant for his systems, which were at the time way more advanced than Mega Man, because Wily cheated death and slipped his brain into a robot. It's highly suggested, and continued working on Zero for a long fucking time. And then, Dr. Light lived a natural time span. He left capsules that upgrade Mega Man, but Wily was right there operating on an unconscious Zero. So he had designed him with much higher like technological level than Mega Man, because he was literally more advanced. Mm-hmm. And and then here comes the weird convoluted part of it, where Mega Man was what was discovered, the new Mega Man, because it's a new robot. X is different than the original. Then Rock Classic. Welcome
to 95.7 Classic Rock. It's like, I'm trying to listen to New Age rock. Well, get in that capsule and wait 10 years.
Right? And the
Oh, jeepers!
Billy Bat with an arm.
That must. I can never tell, because I think these things show up again, and it's funny that they just exist with one arm, and I can't tell if they're damaged or if they were just built shitty.
It really looks like it was just a piece that was ripped off or something. Because that other one has like a shoulder slot, it looks like.
I think it had like some cracks in it, but it's a PS1 game, so it's a little shaky, mistakey sometimes.
Oh, yeah, that would make sense.
Oh no, he's Bluto angry. I've pissed him off like Popeye, and steam is shooting out of his non-existent ears.
Hold on. We're taking off. Roger.
Also,
It's just like, no, shaking its one fist.
I wish it shook its fist.
Right?
Curse you, Mega Man, you thief!
Give me back my family jewels!
If I don't have that power source, I'll die! And then
So, like,
it was alone.
So when the fucking excavation guy, because he was a geologist, not like a roboticist, dug up Mega Man, he was like, yeah, this looks cool. Let's figure out how this works. But like, there's levels that have like suggested that there's just a profession of unearthing the remains of destroyed robots. So that suggests that there's that much debris in the world.
Dang, what if those are like the precursors to diggers? Because in this
I
game you
believe
play
it
as a
probably
digger.
was hinted. Yep, I believe it's hinted to it.
Sorry, Mega Man.
So Mega Man's discovered in a dig site and in a pod, and like the archaeologist's like, oh, this is crazy. And he's like, oh, this is crazy advanced. And he spent time researching his design. He's like, oh, I can replicate this. But he was nowhere near as skilled as Dr. Lightning because he wasn't really like a roboticist. So he was able to reactivate Mega Man, but his copy of him looked nothing like him and was way fucking bigger. But it was roughly the equivalent in potential, but like a step lower. And then that wound up becoming Sigma from Mega Man X. And then all of the remaining Reploids you find and shit, they were designed using him as the template instead because he was more familiar with that work. So, but they were a notch lower in quality. So, so the upgrade basically is now trying to fit into things that is a couple of notches lower. When Sigma unearths Zero, he contracts it kind of like an STD, and I guess it's just fucking it just seeps out to things. But Sigma inherited it, and it kind of went out of Zero, and then he wound up kind of like contaminating others with it. I don't think it was even intentional. And so basically it's just an upgrade which enhances their abilities, but it's so advanced that their current systems don't handle it properly, resulting in like half of a power spike boost and half of madness. So they go fucking crazy. And Sigma's enough of a high technology scope that he can kind of maintain like a logical mindset, but like have a thirst for destruction and shit. So he's like, oh, cool, I'll just fucking command them. And there you go. That's basically the whole thing there. But that upgrade eventually wound up being put into a giant satellite in space. And he's just like, yeah, I made a space station. It's full of this virus that I call the Sigma virus. And then just like, oh, wait, that was from Zero. And then if you get hit by it enough when you're Zero, funny enough, like if you play as Zero in that game, you just become invincible and just deal massive damage when you attack.
Which one? X5, I think it was?
Yeah, I think it was X5.
Yeah, because when you play as like X, your controls get all jank. But if you play as Zero, you just become superpowered.
Yep, because it is literally his own upgrade, and it was intended for him the whole time.
Dude, that was the first game I ever recorded for a show. It was Mega Man X5.
Could go take a look around.
We're going full circle.
Yup. And it's crazy. But yeah, so the whole mission of X5, I believe, was to, I don't remember if it was, I think it was X5. It was to fly into space into that satellite and disable it. And the end of X5 results in it just falling onto the planet anyway and still contaminating the world with it. And the Mega Man Zero games, by the time that the Mega Man Zero games had happened, because there were humans still around in the Mega Man X series. Dr. Kane was a human, I believe. But I could be wrong on that. Part of me remembers a robotic eye, but I could be mistaken. But there were humans still alive in the Mega Man X series. They were just in hiding, as far as I remember. And then by the time of Mega Man Zero, in Mega Man Zero, it's revealed that there is a straight-up space station called Neo Arcadia, and that is where the humans escaped from Earth to. And the guardian of it is just Mega Man X plugged into the mainframe. And it's a defense against like cyber elves, which is just like executable programs that alter the actual world or some shit. I don't remember how they work. I remember that they were all really sad and that a cyber elf basically it has consciousness and sentience. To town.
I love this little like crayon drawing sign just in case someone crash lands in the middle of this field.
Yeah, good society, right?
It's a very caring and forward-thinking group of people. I'm gonna go to town and see what they've got to do to help. Well, never mind. I better not.
But
no, we broke the law, not dying on our ship.
But yeah, so like I believe in Mega Man X, or Mega Man Legends 2. The space station you go to is called either Arcadia or Neo Arcadia, and I believe it's it's supposed to be that space station.
Oh, sweet.
So it is all tied together, and but it's all tied together in such a weird way that you can literally play all of the games and not understand it had anything to do with it.
It's like very loosely hinted together, but if you go digging, the timeline is strong.
Yeah, and a lot of people aren't a fan of how it was displayed that way, but I enjoyed that. It's kind of like how Val gets really excited when he talks about the Dark Souls storyline, because I didn't see anything for storyline, but I wasn't looking for it. And I feel it's a very similar thing. I kept trying to look for more information on this, and I kind of kept finding more stuff. But the result of this is basically the world got destroyed, and it's most likely the result of the wars that kept going on between man and machine, because Dr. Light and Wily just couldn't understand that maybe what they were doing was bad.
Just one time they're like, can we maybe put the past behind us? No! I said like 10 minutes ago on this episode I'm doing God's work!
I definitely enjoy that even though the original designer was taken off the team, it looked like they kept the idea that Dr. Wily still had some legitimacy to some of the shit he was doing. Because like out of context is you just like, he's the bad guy, and you shrug and like, okay, let's go kill the bad guy. And that's Mega Man's perspective. That is all he sees. He's like, oh, he's up to some shit, go get him. And Mega Man's like, rah, 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 and runs out and kills him. And anything in his path just completely destroys. But there, like there's in that Robo, I think it's the Robo. No, it's Mega Man 11 that they released that had the double gear system. It's portrayed that Dr. Wily was like trying to show this double gear system off in some weird like fucking meeting of robot scientists, and in like a university for robotic in design.
Oh yeah, and everybody was gotta kick the can, do your part, make sure you recycle. I don't have the time to try to do. I don't have to give a shit to do like super accurate. Oh come on!
Oh no!
Get back there, you! Hello, excuse me, ma'am. I'm doing my part to clean the city. There we go.
Nice shot. Keep
our streets clean. Put trash in its proper place. The bakery! Now get to work making more rolls.
Is that the area where if you keep kicking it in, you'll start getting darker armor? You
can get. I think you get darker armored by like breaking the law and doing stuff like that. I could be wrong. I don't remember if you get darker armor for doing that. I know there's a point where you can like just steal a shitload of money and permanently get villain armor.
Oh, nice.
Okay, there's stuff in here. It's a garbage pail. I can't put cans in here. There's too many refractors inside.
But yeah, like in Mega Man 11, when Dr. Wily is like, yeah, I've got this invention. It does cool things. And the Dr. Light's like, your inventions are stupid. You're stupid. And just like completely disregards him. He's like, oh, and then like fucking Dr.
Right,
Wily
cool,
winds
I
up throwing
guess.
the gadget onto the ground and walking out. And Dr. Light's like, scoops it up and then like learns how it works and makes a copy.
Our hero.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any more like boxes or trash cans I can search. Yeah, good to know he's just kind of an ass.
Yeah, he's an ass. He's portrayed as a very, very good character, but that's because society appreciates him because he's sold the idea that he's the good guy.
He is the victor. History is written by his word. Oh no, I went to come get parts in the parts shop, but this lady's husband's out on a dig. I don't think he's a professional. If you're gonna go doing like digger work, you better have more than a shovel. It's kind of a nom de plume, or it's not literally just digging. Hey, the blue boy, would you be willing to go find him for me? Alright, I gotta move the plot along, I guess. Probably find him somewhere near the entrance. You know, the only place that's not this town. Okay, well there you go. Well, Nanie, guess what? We crashed our ship, we learned a lot of lore, and I think we're gonna have to go ahead and call this one an episode. Come back tomorrow.
All right.
Yeah, go on out with some swag.